introduce myself. My name is Najwa Rasya Putri.
And I, Anissa Putri Rahmadani.
In this video, we are showing about opinion the use of artificial intelligence atau AI on campus. Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. My name is Najwa, and I will be your host today. In this episode, we are going to discuss a topic that has become very popular in universities, so artificial intelligence or AI be allowed in academic activities on campus. Nowadays, many students use AI tools to help them study, write assignment, and find information. However, some people believe that AI can reduce student critical thinking and even encourage academic dishonesty. To discuss this topic, I'm joined by our guest speaker, Anissa. Welcome, Anissa.
Thank you, Najwa. I'm happy to be here. Thinking it is a very interesting topic because AI has become part of student daily life. Instead of avoiding it, I believe we should be learn how to use its responsibility.
That's good. Way to start our discussion. Let me ask you our first question. Do you think AI should be allowed in academic activities on campus?
Yes, I do. However, I believe AI should be used responsibility and ethically according to UNESCO guidelines for generative AI in education and research 23. AI has the potential to improve learning by helping students understand difficult concepts, personalizing learning experience, and essentially responsitivity. However, UNESCO also explaining that AI should support education, not responsibly student our thinking and creativity.
That's an interesting opinion. So AI should be treated as a learning assistant, not a replacement for student works. Can you explain more about benefit of AI for university students?
Of course, a study by Kanesi at least 2023 published in Nature Review Psychology stage this generative AI can prove immediately feedback, summary academic material, explaining difficult topic, and help student organizing a day more. Eventually, there's benefit can save student time and make learning more effectivity. However, students still need to evaluate to information because AI can some provide incorrect answer.
I completely agree. Sometimes AI gives answer very quickly, but we cannot assume that everything it says is correct. In your opinion, what should students do before using information generated by AI?
Students should always verify and in the information by checking academic journal, book, or trusted university website. AI is helpful tools, but should not be the only resource for information. Critical thinking remains one of the most important skill for the university student.
That's a very important point. Besides the advantage, there are also concerns about AI. Some lecturers worry that students are become too dependent on AI. Do you think that concern is reasonable?
Yes, I think it's reasonable concern according to UNESCO. Extensive dependence on AI may reduce student ability to solve problem independently and thinking critical. If students simply copy AI generated answer without understanding them, they will be not develop the knowledge and skill expensive at university.
So the real problem is not AI itself, but the way students use it.
Exactly. AI is only a tool, just like calculator or search engineering. AI can help us learning, but students still need to understand the concept, analyze information, and produce original work.
Another issue that many universities discuss is plagiarism. Some people think using AI is the same as cheating. What do you think?
I don't completely agree. I think it depends on how AI is used. If students copy AI generated text without editing it or without following university rules, that is unethically and can be considered academic misconduct. However, if students use AI to brainstorming idea, improve grammar, or better understand a topic, will be still producing their own work. AI can become valuable learning tools.
That's a balanced opinion. I think universities should provide clear guidelines so students know what is acceptable and what is not.
I agree. Instead of banning AI completely, university should teach students how use to AI responsibility. Students also need digital literacy skill so they can recording encounter information and use AI technically.
Let's imagine a situation. A student has a difficult assignment and asks AI to write the entire essay. Do you think that is acceptable?
Personally, I don't think so. University assessments are designed to mean students understand and critical thinking. If I write everything, students lose the responsibility to learn. AI should only be used to support the learning process, such as explaining the difficult concept and suggestion idea or importing writing.
I agree with you. Learning is not only about getting good grades, but also about developing knowledge and skill for the future.
That's right. In fact, employers today are looking for graduates who can think critically, solve problems, communication effectively, and make an ethical decision. There are skills that AI can replace.
Before we end today's discussion, I'd like to ask one final question. What advice will you give to university students about using AI?
My idea is simple. Don't be afraid of AI, but don't depend on it either. Use AI to support your learning, not to replace your own effort. Always checking information using academic journal, books, and creatively search. Most importantly, be honest and follow your university. Academy integrity policy. When used responsibility, AI can be exactly a learning partner.
Thank you so much, Anissa, for sharing your thoughtful opinions. Today's discussion has shown us that AI over many benefits, such as improving learning efficiency and helping a student understand difficult topic. However, this has come with challenges related to critical thinking, plagiarism, and academic honesty. Before, students should use AI wisely and responsibly. Thank you everyone who listened to our podcast today. We hope this discussion has given you a better understanding of the role of AI in higher education. See you in our next episode.
Thank you for having me, Najwa. It is a pleasure discussion this an important topic. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anissa Putri Rahmadani, and
I am Najwa Syafur.
welcome back to our podcast. Today we're gonna to discuss a very interesting topic. Why should a university student learn English? I'm joined to my friend Najwa. Hi Najwa,
Hello Anissa,
how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really excited because I think this topic is very relevant in university studying today.
I agree. English is one of the important skill now today. To start our discussing, why do you think university students learn English?
My opinion, English is important because it helps students gain access to international knowledge. According to David Crystal, in English as a global language, English has become the main language for international communication, education, science, and business. This means that students who understand English can access more information and communicate with people from different countries.
This is a great point. I also noticed many textbook and research paper recommended by our lecturer are written in English. Sometimes it take extra effort to understand them, but also help us to learn. Do you think English important student academy performs?
Yes, I do. According to British Council, English allows students to access international journal, research article, and online learning material that might not be available in other language. Students will read this research and broaden their knowledge and improve their critical thinking. So learning English is not only about speaking the language, but also about becoming a better learner.
This makes sense. I think English also offer opportunity to join to exchange program, international conference, or even scholarship boarding. Now let's talk about career. Many people believe English is essentially for getting a job. What's your opinion?
I completely agree. English proficiency improve employability because many employers prefer graduates who can communicate effectively with international clients and college. Even we work in Indonesia, many companies use English for meeting, emails, and business documents. So English has become an important professional skill.
This is true. In fact, I've been see many job appointments that requires applicant to have a good English skill. It is seems that English is no longer just advantage but requirement in many industries.
Exactly. Besides that, remote working has become more common. Many Indonesians now work for international companies without leaving the country. In those situations, English is the main language used for communication.
Let's move on to technology. Today we use AI, online courses, and digital platforms almost every day. How does English help students keep up with technology development?
English plays a very important role in technology. According to Cambridge University Press, English is the dominant language in science publication and digital communication. Most programming, documentation, online courses, and AI platform are first available in English. 3-4 students with good English skill can learn new technologies faster and access more reliable information.
I agree. Sometimes when I search for information online, the English article provide more detailed explanation the Indonesian one. This really show how used English can be.
Yes, and it also encourages students to become lifelong learners because they have access to unlimited education resources from around the world.
However, many Indonesian students still find English difficult. In your opinion, what the biggest challenges they face?
I think the biggest challenges are like confidence and limit opportunities to practice. Many students are afraid to making grammar and pronounce mistakes. However, learning a language always involves making mistakes. The important thing is to keep practicing consistently.
I feel the same way. Sometimes I hesitate to speak English because I'm worried about making errors, but I realize the practice is the only to improve.
Absolute. Students can practice by reading English article, watching English videos, listening to podcasts, or speaking with friends. Even practicing for 15 or 20 minutes every day can make a significant difference over time.
It's very inspiring. Before we end the discussion, what advice would you like to give a university student?
It's simple. Don't be afraid to learn English. Start with small steps and practice every day. According to UNESCO, access to international education resources helps students develop lifelong learning skill and prepare for a global society. Therefore, learning English is an investment in our education and our future career.
I completely agree with you from today's discussion. We are learning that English is important for academic success, career opportunity, global communication, and technology. It is also helps students become more completely in today's world. Thank you so much, Najwa, for the sharing in your value instinct today.
Thank you, Anissa. I really enjoy our discussion. I hope our conversation encourage university students to improve their English skill.
And thank you to everyone for listening to our podcast. We hope you enjoy today's discussion. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.